Court does call the case. People versus Jennifer Wilson, Washington County Jail.
Maria Sinski on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Jennifer Wilson. Ms. Wilson, will you please state your name?
Yes, Jennifer Wilson.
Gunner, can you do her name?
Yeah, her name's up on mine.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got something blocking it. I'm good. All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, so I spoke with Ms. Wilson. Ms. Wilson we're requesting an adjournment to seek an offer from the prosecutors. Ms. Wilson has been in custody for 25 days now. She was ordered to turn herself in. And she did do so. We would also ask for her to be released on a personal bond today.
Is this the only case holding her?
She had 3 14B cases.
Hold on. This case is not holding her because I have her bonded at 5,000 PR on this case. What do you have? Ann?
If I may interject, I think it was.
Her bond is denied. She also has holds out of Canton for a $625 bond, Van Buren Township, and then a bond denied from the Wayne County Sheriff. The Van Buren Township warrant is $5,000, 10%.
Okay.
Her bond on this case, however.
Many of those others have been paid already as well.
The bond on her case here, I show it as denied. There was a warrant to have her report to the jail by Friday last month.
And I did that.
I don't have that at all in this case.
I have shoots are rated down June 14th and granted PR. It's going to be since.
Yeah, I have in my file, I'm reflecting that on June 14th this year, the magistrate arraigned her, set a July 5th date, which was then adjourned to this date by me. But her bond at the original arraignment was a PR 5,000, and that it's been that way ever since. So I don't.
Last time we were here, it had something to do with me, with the order for me to turn myself in. You didn't put any bond on that. I remember that was the thing about it. You took
Not on this case, though.
Correct.
Not on this particular case.
Hang on.
But there's something to do with me turning myself
Ma'am,
in.
hold on.
Sorry.
She has a cause set next week where the bond is denied
Before me.
before you.
Okay, that's on another case. So I'll leave the PR and then we'll deal, and I'll adjourn this out to the 16th
Okay.
on this case, and then we'll deal with her other case when she comes up before me next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Russell Keane. This is another early recall or another early call.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne on behalf of Russell Keane. Mr. Keane, please unmute and state your name.
Russell Keane.
Keane. Your Honor, I believe today Mr. Keane will be entering a plea for prosecutors deferred to count 1 with count 2 dismissed with treatment.
Is that a correct statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pleaded 1, dismissed 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
Keane, please raise your right hand, please. What's today?
Okay.
August 10th. Keane, you have your hand up? Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record, please, sir.
Russell Keane.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of disorderly person drunk. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all that, still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
October 6, 2022, at the location of 4305 at East Ellsworth Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you intoxicated at that time?
Yes.
What was the location?
It was a Montebello Park off Ellsworth.
All right. And what happened on that day?
I got drunk in the park. The police were called. My sister called the police because I called her. She understood I needed help. She got the help. The officers got there, and they handled the situation. I wanted to mention that they handled the situation well, from what I can remember. And they got me to the hospital, and that was that.
Okay. Do you recall what you were doing at that time?
Mostly what I recall is getting arrested and saying crazy stuff, trying to have some kind of conversation.
All right. Would you admit that your behavior because of your intoxication disturbed the peace and repose of the immediate area surrounding you?
Yes.
All right.
However,
All right.
I was out there by myself, so people.
But others heard you at some point.
Officers, yes.
Okay. All right. I think that'd be enough. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count one. Count two is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation. Was probation intake here? They were. Oh, I did that and didn't send them in. For a pre-sentence investigation and report, sentencing in this matter will be September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. Sir, hold the line. We're going to put you in with probation intake.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And they'll be able to get some information for you so you can do that breakout. I would appreciate it. Court does call the cases. The People versus James Lawson. 3 cases.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lawson. Mr. Lawson, we need you to be unmuted so you can state your name.
Hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. State your name.
James Craig Lawson.
All right. Thank you. All right. What are we doing on his cases?
Your Honor, in his cases, I will request one final adjournment. He does have the 4 felony pieces tomorrow. In
August. I'll adjourn these to August 16th, 2023, 9 a.m. Where's your Zoom light indicates defendant's bond will continue in these matters.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case. This is another early one. Court calls the case. People versus Jordan Harper.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Jordan Harper. Mr. Harper, can you unmute and state your name?
Hold on, sir. I got it. Hey, yep, Jordan Harper.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we have not had any contact with Mr. Harper. I would ask for an adjournment that he provide our office with some updated contact information.
I'll adjourn the matter August 16th, 2023, 9 a.m. Mr. Harper,
Yes,
do you
sir.
have the number for the public defender's office?
No, I do not.
All right, you got something to write with?
Yes, sir.
All right, their phone number is area code 734-222-6970. You need to call that number immediately upon hanging up. Give them a valid phone number and valid email address.
Okay.
All right, thank you. His bond will continue in this matter. We'll see you on the 16th.
Thank you.
Yes.
Again. All right, court calls the case of the people. This is an early call. Ashley Collins.
Yes.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Ms. Collins. Ms. Collins, will you state your name?
Ashley Collins.
Hey, what are we doing?
Your Honor, at this time, we're requesting adjournment. We did receive the video discovery. However, we have not had a chance to review it with Ms. Collins.
August 16th, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you. Court calls the case. This is another early call. People versus Sarah, is it Machalski?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kerma Dadush on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Calvin Hawthorne, appearing on behalf of Sarah Michalski. Ms. Michalski, will you please state your name?
Sarah Ann Mahaski.
It's Mahosky. Okay. Putting the emphasis in the wrong spot. We got it. All right. All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, I believe there has been an offer in which Ms. Mahowski would be accepting, would she be entering a plea for a prosecutor's deferred with treatment?
That is correct.
So she's going to plead to retail fraud second. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record, please.
Sarah Ann Mahaski.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud second degree.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because of that, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak to you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance.
Yes,
You're giving
Your
up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you. And you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
January 27, 2023, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that being the Myers store. What'd you do on that date that makes you think that you're guilty?
I put the wrong barcodes that you scan items at the register for, and I altered them, making that
me stealing merchandise from Meyer.
Okay. So you altered the bar scans and it to something that was lower in price?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. And you knew what you were doing. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
These products that you tried to take out of the store, were they products that were offered for sale by Meyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have anybody's permission to do that?
No, Your Honor.
Was the store open to the public at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
And had you previously been convicted on May 16, 2018 of the same offense of retail fraud in the second degree?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be September 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. or as your Zoom invite indicates. Ma'am, I'll ask you to wait on the line there. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so they can talk to you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court does call the case. People versus Sean Thomas.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Maria
Three
Simpson on
cases.
behalf of the people.
All
Michael
right.
Gady,
What do we,
Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Thomas in all three cases, Judge.
Mr. Thomas, state your name, please. All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Thomas has been informed of his right to a jury trial in these matters and wishes to waive the bench and set a non-jury trial on all three charges.
Mr. Thomas, is that correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. And you do understand you have an absolute and constitutional right to have these matters tried before a jury?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You understand that by waiving that right, it would be tried before the court without a jury present.
Correct, Your Honor.
People also waive their right?
Yes, Your Honor.
The township waives its right, Your Honor.
All right. Non-jury trial in these matters. Are you being held on anything else, sir?
I had court this morning with Judge Washington from 14B. She has given me a recognizance as of
Personal recognizance bond?
20 minutes ago.
Okay. Why don't you give me earliest one we got?
We are currently holding on August 30th.
All right. Says non-jury trials are set for August 30th, 2023, 9 a.m. Let me just double check all of his. He's got a PR in case 284. And August 30th, 2023, 9 a.m. He also has a PR, it appears in case 1 ending in 186. And also, this may not be this, I think, no. Do you have, I do have a PR. All right. So I have a PR on all of his cases here. Got it? Okay. So non-jury trial, August 30th, 2023, 9 a.m. in person. Thank you. Pardon?
Have a great day, Your Honor.
You do the same. Is that it for?
That's it for the 10 o'clock.
That's it for the 10 o'clock. We called some 11s early.